Hello and good morning from day 2 on Cunard's Maiden Voyage. Despite having a very late night last night in the Bright Light Society, all down to Paul and Carol keeping us away, I was up bright and early to explore some more areas of the ship. I began my exploration of the ship at the back on deck 9, where there's a beautiful pool area, and I could also take in the beautiful sunny weather and the wake views. As you can see, I was the only person around, apart from the odd member of staff, but it was quite early. It really is a lovely area to sit and soak up the sun and maybe have a beer or two, as we discovered later in the cruise. From here I went up a deck to deck 10 to see if I could find the specialty dining venues. And this is where the layout of the ship gets a bit confusing. In the centre of deck 10 are the grills areas, so we couldn't go in there. So back down to deck 9 to find 2 further specialty dining venues, Aranya and Tramonto. From here, I popped into the Artisan's food hall to see what was on offer for breakfast, and I was very pleasantly surprised. It turned out that this would become our preferred venue for breakfast on board this ship, most unusual for us. After my little tour around the ship exploring new places, I returned to our cabin to get Lindsey up so we could go to the main dining room for breakfast. Unfortunately, when we arrived, this is what we saw. So, we got into breakfast on our first morning at sea, all excited about what we were going to eat, when we ordered our food, eventually, and we got a nice pot of tea to share. So Lindsey had simply ordered some fruit yoghurt and some toast for later, while I ordered the full fried breakfast. So Lindsey's yoghurt duly arrived after about 20 minutes and she enjoyed it. And then we sat and waited, acquainted ourselves with the other people who were around us who were very nice. Then we waited and we waited until we got till about 10 to 11, which was sort of an hour and 3/4 after we arrived. Lindsey wanted to see Claire boarding in the theatre, so she left before actually having her toast. 5 or 10 minutes later, I actually did get my fried breakfast. And yes, you've guessed it, it was cold. I just can't understand how food is so behind and taking so long to come through, why it should arrive cold. Perhaps you could tell us in the comments below. I popped into the Golden Lion pub for a coffee, and then after that I thought, well, why not have a cider as Lindsey wasn't around? And while I was there, I thought I'll check out the menu, just in case any of you would like to eat in the Golden Lion in future.
0.8 minutes north and 005 degrees 23.0 minutes west. This places us just 10 nautical miles to the west of French island of Ocean, which you can see on the port side. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sailing with us, and I wish you all an excellent day and evening on board our beautiful Queen Anne. And I do look forward to seeing you all as I venture around the ship in the coming days.
I love you.
P.S. I love you. Let's see if I do. Oh, I love you. Yeah, it's good.
Is it?
I'll have another one of them.
Oh, really?
Very good.
Okay. Do I get a chance to have a taste?
You can have a sip if you want. Not
Right.
too big a sip.
Okay. Right.
After drinks, we went to sign up for archery. Unfortunately, due to high winds on our cruise, we never did get the chance to actually take part.
First groove of each finger. Then set your bow hand into the grip of the bow. Now raise both hands together up to about eye level. Draw the bow all the way back until your first finger is on the corner of your smile. Point the arrow towards the target and then let the string go through your fingers as you bring your hands straight
Next
back
on the
to your
agenda
ear.
for us was choir practice. We both enjoy our am-dram at home and really enjoy getting involved with the choir. It's a good place to meet people and form new friendships.
When hope was high and life worth living, I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving.
And let's stop there. Can we give the Greens a fabulous round of applause? That was absolutely lovely. All right, we're going to just do that one more time. We're going to have it, once we get to I Dream That Love Would Never Die, let's give it a little bit more welly. All right, I like the little, this little quiet going into it, but let's give it a little bit more by the end, okay?
That whole time you're just going to take one big deep breath and then hold that note while other people split off from it, so it will sound like this. I'll play it on the piano for you.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, so should we do Let's do green. You're going to stay on the same note, okay? And you're going to do the shame going up as we did before for the tune, okay? So can we play the note for the Greens, Blake?
If there's a choir on your next cruise, why not pop along and give it a go? It's great fun, and usually you get to perform in front of the other guests at some point in the cruise. As Lindsey hadn't really had any breakfast, she decided to try a hot dog at the Pavilion Grill. So what's the verdict on a Cunard sausage?
It's not quite as good as P&O.
No?
No. Sorry.
No? What about in comparison to Princess?
Yeah. No, it's not quite as good as that either.
No, alright, fair enough. While we were there, one of our followers came to say hello. It was Rhonda, all the way from Pennsylvania, and her friend Debbie Jo, and it turned out we had rather a lot in common. We always love it when people come and say hello to us. So if you see us in future, please come and say hello. Tonight was formal night on board, so we got ourselves ready and went off to the main dining room for our gala dinner. We came into dinner tonight at 10 to 6.
Yes, we were early.
We were on time, but apparently they've changed the times, but didn't tell us. So we were at 10 to 6. We have ordered.
Yes.
It's now 20 to 7. And what have you had to eat so far?
A bread roll.
A bread roll. Is that all? And anything to drink?
Oh yes, they gave us our pre-glass, well, quarter of a glass of bubbly.
Bubbly, yeah, very nice.
And I've got my Prosecco now.
Bottle? Glass.
Glass. And water.
And water, but no food. 40 minutes. Not good.
Not good.
Our food's just arrived. 55 minutes after we arrived. So we've got another bit of an update now. It's now 7:10 and I have managed to have my starter and I've had my salad now. So hour and 20 minutes and that's what we've got. Lindsay's had her starter and nothing else.
And our table companions have had what they want and have gone.
And have finished, yeah, which is even stranger.
Yeah.
They've had 3 courses and finished. Don't understand.
I feel a complaint coming on.
Yeah, they were really nice. It was warm again. And I've just spoken to one of the waiters and said, why is it that all the tables around us are completely empty and have been for 10 minutes or so. They've even been relayed up, some of them. And we've only just received our main course. It's not good at our cheese and biscuits. All pre-plated tonight, whereas last night we had our separate plates brought in, which we have tonight as well, to put the biscuits on, but tonight it's pre-plated. Formal night thing maybe, don't know. And we're now waiting for butter. Go on then.
We have some special cheese.
Where?
It's from Dorset.
Oh really? What's
Yes.
special about it?
Well, it's from Dorset.
Yeah, but what's it made from?
It's sheep's milk.
Sheep's milk.
Yeah, and we believe it's this one here.
Which one?
This one here. So I'm just going to taste it.
Try a bit. First of all, see what you like. It's usually very creamy sheep's milk. Nice?
Yeah, it's from Dorset. What do you expect?
Oh, that's like you then, dear. Nice from Dorset. Certainly look nice in that dress.
Oh, stop creeping.
Pleased to say we finally got our butter, and it's so hard. It's obviously come straight out of a very cold fridge and you can barely get your knife through it.
As dinner service was so slow, we'd missed the early show, so we went to the Commodore Club for a couple of drinks. So what have you got this time, Lindsay?
Tiramisu martini.
Right.
Not my favourite, but it's okay.
Oh, well, I better try it and see what I think then.
Your turn.
My turn. I never have been a fan of cold coffee. Having missed the early show, we popped along to the Royal Court Theatre to see the new adaptation of A Brief Encounter. Quite interested to see how this actually went.
That's what they'll do. A bit of relaxation never did anyone any harm.
Please can I have a glass of water? I've got something in my eye. I want to bathe it. Would you like me to have a look? Oh no, please. I think the water will do it. This is a silly old birthday. Besides, my birthday is in June, and there aren't any pantomimes in June. It's far too late to discuss it tonight. And if you both don't go to bed at once, I shall tell Daddy not to let you go to either. Oh,
I think the show was really quite divisive, with some people really enjoying it and others slating it or falling asleep. After the show we set off to the Bright Light Society again for late night drinks with Paul, Carol, Dan and Tony and a heated discussion about the aforementioned show. Tom and Rachel and Tristan and Justin also made an appearance late on, before we set off to the cabin and had a surprise. Along with all the other passengers on the Maiden cruise, we've been gifted a number of wonderful items specially made for the Maiden Voyage. Please remember to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you. And here's a quick look at what comes in our next instalment.